כבודו כבודו מלא עולם ומשרתיו השואלים מקום כבודו לעריצה לעומתם משבחים ואומרים ברוך כבוד המונה ממקומו ויפן ברחמיו לעמו המאחדים שמו ערב הבוקר בכל יום תמיד אומרים פעמיים באהבה.
Very early going in the building project and the fundraising campaign, frankly, my head was full of doubts. I had doubts that the small congregation could raise over $3 million. I had doubts about the location in uptown Harrisburg at the site of an elementary school. You know, I had some doubts at the time. But my mother, she didn't have a single doubt in her mind. And she was one of the two people who influenced me. My mother thought that building a new house for our congregation was the right thing to do, and she, in the first instance, she was convinced that this is what we should be doing. And that degree of certainty, it rubbed off on me. And what really drove it home was a younger member of the congregation. My mother was almost 90 at the time, but a younger member of the congregation, Joel Cheskis, who was in charge of fundraising, he was just burning brightly with enthusiasm, was absolutely convinced that we would meet the fundraising goal and that this building would get off the ground and be the kind of building that it turned out to be today. And so between Joel and my mother, I was absolutely convinced too, and I'm grateful to both of them for their influence, not only on me, but their help in getting this building off the ground.
So anyone who knows me knows that one of the main things about being Jewish that's important to me is the family and tradition aspect of my Judaism and of Jewish tradition. And one element of that stands out to me when thinking about the campaign is that, the tradition and the family aspect of giving to your community that I learned through the example of my great-grandparents, my grandparents, great-aunts and uncles, my parents and aunts and uncles, and my cousins in my generation. That's something, that's always stood out to me, the impact that previous generations can have on a current generation and things that previous generations do that give to future generations that they may not have even realized were going to be an impact of their giving, whether financial or with their time. And I think that is something that really stood out to me when I was approached about participating in the opportunity to help young professionals who grew up at Chizuk Emunah to be able to contribute to the campaign. That I really felt like it was an important thing to be able to give young professionals of my generation the opportunity to participate in the campaign in a way that would affect future generations.
We decided to give to the building fund for the new building for Hizk Emunah because our children, we wanted them to have a great Jewish education, and we feel that Hizk Emunah's Hebrew school is wonderful, great teachers. We wanted them to have an even better environment to study and worship and learn Hebrew. And that's one of the biggest reasons. Also, there's many families in the synagogue that are second, third, even fourth generation. We're really the first generation in our family to be members, and we want to be able to pass down to other generations in our family the wonderful experiences that we and our children have had, and we wanted to have a great building and great environment to pass down from generation to generation.
Destructive burning fire drove us from our home at 5th and Division Streets, but burning determination showed the entire community what a deep-believing, dedicated band of Jews could do by working together and truly believing that we could rebuild and we would overcome. We did it, and we went over the top. We burst with pride as we revel in the beauty of our new Hizk Emunah synagogue. The legacy put in our hands is now ready to move into the hands of the next generation, and I am personally proud to have helped raise the funds to make it a reality.
I think most people who know me at all know me as a Jew. I guess I wear it kind of visibly and publicly. And it really is at the core of my identity. My understanding of what it is to be a Jew at its core is about being in partnership with God. The Bible, the Torah, is full of opportunity for us to see that expectation and that opportunity for us to partner with God as a people and as individuals. And that's why I'm a part of Hizk Emunah. We have found here my family and a community where we together can partner with God, whether it's in prayer or in study and learning, just growing and developing as individuals and as families and as community, making the world a better place. You can't be a partner with God without being in partnership with others, and this is my place to do that, to be in one another's lives in good times and in times of difficult challenges. The campaign is, to me, just an extension of that. It was an extension of that. We had the chance to partner as individuals, both members and non-members, to see an opportunity. Some saw it more quickly and earlier than others. I frankly took a little while to warm up to the true possibility of what now exists, and I am in awe and in gratitude for those who really stepped up, especially early on, and showed us the way, and created a partnership that led to the building of this space, this beautiful space, whose beauty will only really be manifest as we claim it and occupy it and use it in partnership with one another and with God in pursuit of our values and our life project of growth and making this world a better place. It's really been a privilege to be part of the campaign as a donor, and I feel great thanks for the leadership who made this possible.